What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Joey Work from Pure Bets back again. You know what it is? Another Friday, another UFC fighter. This week we got Mike Beast Boy Davis. What's going on, Mike?
Not too much. I'm just getting done with my day, so I'm chilling now.
Awesome. Well, first off, I just want to say I really appreciate you taking some time and coming on the show to hang out with us.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So a question I normally ask all the fighters is I'm interested to see how they got into the MMA world. So what was the original reason, or how did you originally start in MMA?
Ooh, that was from, I think, high school. I got picked on a lot, and I chose to join the wrestling team after trying all the other sports. I joined the wrestling team, and then I joined boxing as well. So I was eventually introduced to a combination of the two from my mother, and then I tried that out, and I ended up loving being able to box and wrestle at the same time. So I stuck with it. Became an MMA fighter.
Awesome. That's cool. All right, so you're still young, obviously, but it had to be a great feeling when you got that call to first fight in the UFC. First, you got the call for Dana White Contender Series. Then, less than a year later, obviously, you got to fight one of the best fighters in the division, in Gilbert Burns. What went through your mind when you got both of those calls?
I was working at Tire Kingdom when I got both the calls, actually. The first time I got the call, and my manager, Pete, he came into my Tire Kingdom store, and he was like, "Mike, I think that's it. I think we made it. Right now, you just got called to the Contender Series, where you win that fight, you get to the UFC." I was like, "Awesome, let's do it." And then I found out who the opponent was. I didn't really know anything about him. I never checked into it, nothing. I just agreed. They pushed the fight out like a month. I think that was bad for me. Gave them a lot of time to study. And then same thing happened again when I was working at Tire Kingdom. I got a phone call from Abe, my manager, the high-end manager now, and he said that I got to fight against Gilbert Burns if I want to take it in the UFC. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who that is, but sure, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to your first UFC win, a very impressive third-round stoppage win over Thomas Gifford. What was it like to get that first win in the octagon in the UFC?
It was great. It sucked because there was so much controversy over how it should have been stopped. And I feel like I didn't get as much respect as I should have gotten for that fight, taking it on 4 days notice against a kid who had a full camp, a kid with literally triple the amount of fights that I have. And he's finished fights. He's a tough opponent. And I feel like because the stoppage was bad, that it kind of gave me a bad rep, or wasn't really just appreciated. But I love the feeling. I went in there, I got tunnel vision. I just kept fighting until they stopped it. And the third round, you noticed that I started to kind of back off a little bit, and just because I knew he was done, so I was kind of just bored. And I was just thankful. That's why I celebrated so much when I won. It wasn't the fact that I knocked the guy out. It was like it's finally over. And then afterwards, I thought about the fact that all my fights to that point were finishes. So I just added another one, and that felt really good.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, as you mentioned, you kind of, not to mention, but you had a great performance the last time out versus the highly touted prospect in Mason Jones. I think this one really, that fight really boosted your stock. Now people really know who Mike Davis is, and you put the UFC on notice. So anything you'd like to share after that, after your most recent victory?
No, man. Wow. I needed it. I needed that fight. I needed that win. As a year off, now I'm back to sitting on the sidelines recovering, but it's good because now I'm on a 2-fight win streak. 2 very dominant. That other one would have been a unanimous decision. This was a unanimous decision. So 2 definitely dominant fights, dominant victories, 2 good people, especially this last one who was a prospect. Yeah, he's still a prospect. Then I don't doubt I will see him in the future sometime, maybe for a belt up in the top ranks. But after that fight, I'm trying to get back in July. I'm healing up. My injuries, my surgery's all healed and good. Fight in July, and we'll see who they give me.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was the next question. If I know you fought in January, but there's any target return date, but maybe even a fighter you had in mind at all?
I don't really care who I fight. I never have, never do. Whenever they give me a name, I don't know who it is, so I just say yes.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so here's a couple fun questions I'll ask you. So, do you have any like fight week or even fight day superstitions? I mean, I don't fight, don't get me wrong, but I'm very superstitious when it comes to like the sports I play, baseball, softball, or whatever. So even when my friends are fighting, for example, my close friend Corey Anderson is fighting for Bellator tonight, and my superstition really is I won't shave on game day or fight day. So I didn't shave today, and I won't shave until tomorrow. Do you have any superstitions?
Wow, that's interesting. I never heard of that one. No, I don't.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's nothing I really have done or noticed that I do in fight week or fight day. Fight day. I do this thing. I pace back and forth, and I ask for the strength of my dad and my uncles who passed away, and I ask for their strength for the night, their agility, their strength, their wisdom to guide me through the fight. I do it every fight.
There you go. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. All right, so one of our followers of the show sent in a fun question as well. So shout out CS Cesar. He asked if you were choose to fight a historical figure, celebrity, or politician, is there anyone you would enjoy fighting? If not, you could answer no if not, but
there's got to be someone out there that just love to fight. I don't know. Maybe like Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, all right.
Just for the fun of it, just because we can like shit talk each other.
I hear you. All right, that's cool. So the last question, one that I asked to every fighter that comes on the show, how did their nickname come about? So you got a good one in Beast Boy. So how did that originate?
Oh, this was from Saratoga Alliance School up in New York. I was training, and we were doing rounds, and there's a kid, Eric, there who called me Beast Boy because of my ability to – I get put with a wrestler, and I can out-wrestle him. I get put with a boxer, and I can out-box him. I get put with a grappler, and I can out-grapple him. So he's like, you're just adapting to whatever we're throwing at you. So you're like Beast Boy. He changes to any animal that he needs to in order to win or to what he needs to do. Like if he's in water, he's a fish, he's a shark. If he's in land, he's a dinosaur, he's a gorilla. So it's what I got the nickname from.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Beast Boy.
I was also told many times that if a fight gets harder, I get better. I get tighter defense. I can become a better fighter. So I think that's my adaptation as well.
Awesome. All right, sweet. So let's start with you. We'll run through your thoughts on the two main fights tomorrow, and then
the two main fights tomorrow.
So I got them right. Yeah. So the main event tomorrow: Whittaker versus Gastelum. Whittaker in here after winning 10 of his last 11, only lost to Izzy Adesanya. Gastelum has lost 3 of his last 4 to Jacar, Darren Till, and Izzy. But this is a fight which was in the making for a while. So what do you think about the main event tomorrow?
I definitely have to go with Whittaker.
Yeah, I hear you.
I like Whittaker's style. He's kind of slow, but he connects, and when he does, people just tend to fall. But he's good at mixing it up. Which Absolutely. Is when I saw Gastelum fight Izzy, I swear if he mixed it up more, he would have dominated that fight. But he was just trying to strike.
He does that a lot. He gets into those.
Same with when I fought Sadiq. I was just trying to strike him. But if I grappled, wrestled, there's no way he would beat me. Yeah,
I hear you. All right, so co-main event, Jacar close versus Jeremy Stephens. Obviously, they had a little mix-up. Jeremy Stephens. I don't know what that was about. I guess I have no idea. He said he got too close to him, but it's a face-off. What would you like to do? But Jacar is 5-2 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Beneil Dariush. He has won all 5 of his fights via decision, 11-2 overall as a pro. Jeremy Stephens has been fighting the UFC since 2007. Enters on a 4-fight losing streak, but to high-profile fighters in Calvin Kattar, Yair Rodriguez, Zabit Nurmagomedov, and Jose Aldo. He's a guy who likes to stand in the pocket and bang and always puts on an entertaining fight. So what do you think about the co-main?
Man, I think I'm going to go with Stephens. I'm thinking about Stevens for this one.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning Stevens as well.
I think in the pocket, he's going to swing harder. He's going to hit, and he's going to drop. Then I think I'll give it to him.
All right, cool. So one more UFC 261 next weekend. Kamaru Usman, Jose Masvidal gets a little rematch. What do you think about this fight? More of the same for the first one, or you think a full camp will help Masvidal out?
Full camp definitely going to help Masvidal out because I mean you just have to think of the kind of stats. He took a fight on like 7 days, 8 days notice, something like that, and fought him a title fight. Went all rounds, went to a decision without training barely at all. So now with a full camp, he's on his diet, he's working on his wrestling, he's constantly in the gym. I think that he can take this one. I think that he will take this one.
Awesome. All right, well, Mike, thanks again for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Is there anything like to plug, or can you let our followers know where they can find you?
Yeah, all my social media is Mike Davis MMA, and I don't know, just follow. I'm starting to post a little more. I've been told to, so I'm kind of getting in there, doing random stuff. I want to start posting a little more of how my nutrition is because people are obsessed with my physique for some reason. And
I mean, you're a good-looking guy.
I promise you, I eat more cereal and Twizzlers than anyone else, and that's all I really eat. I wake up, it's all cereal, a box of cereal. Throughout the day, I'm eating a bag of Twizzlers. I come home at night after training, it's another box of cereal. It's just simple. Just strain a lot. But for the real foods, the real meals I eat, I'll definitely start helping people out with that.
Awesome. All right. So FYI, I am sponsored by Sauce Bay Hot Sauce. It's an all-natural hot sauce seen on season 9 of Hot Ones. A lot of celebrities have tried it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Adam Devine, Kristen Bell, Juice WRLD, Schoolboy Q. Nothing but good reviews. So I have to thank you for taking some time out of your day. I'd love to send you a bottle or two.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely want it.
All right. Well, thanks again, Mike. We'll definitely be rooting for your future. I really appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, of course. No problem at all.
All right, everybody. So make sure to hit the like button before you bounce out of here. If you aren't, go follow me on Twitter at Joey Work. Run Pure Bets on Twitter tonight. My boy, Corey Anderson, Bellator MMA. Tune in. Goes to battle, 9 p.m. Eastern on Showtime. Let's go, Corey. Good luck, buddy. And good luck to everyone on the fights this weekend. Enjoy the fights. I'm out. Thanks again for tuning in.